Hey YouTube, Lady T here with you. On today of being very transparent, I want to give you my story of from zero to hero. And it's my own personal story of how I got where I am and why I decided to go down the route that I decided to take. And the reasons. Have you ever been in a position where it looks like you won't make it, you won't succeed, you won't get or go in the area that you want to go into? For years, I have been told that I am good at making things happen for everybody else. But in other words, I was told just do it for others and not for yourself. And because I was told this so much, there was a fear in me of starting. There was a fear of what if it doesn't work? And the reason for that is that I had started other adventures before and it didn't work. And because it did not work, I was in the fear part of this isn't going to work as well. This won't succeed because what I've tried before just didn't work. Have that been you? Have that been anything that you attempted to do, and when you went to do it, it didn't work, and because it did not work, you decided that you're not going to launch out, you're not going to do it again because you just don't want to have that feeling of failure again, and because it's not a good feeling, and because it's not a good feeling, you set back and you say, I'm just not going to do it. And maybe it's just better that I just work the job that I work. Maybe it's just better that I help everybody else, but it's just not meant for me. I know what that feels like. I've been there. And because I've been there, I know what it is now to tell you there's greater. There's greater when you make up in your mind that you're not going to be stuck in that plot. And because I was there for so long and I believed what people told me, I believed that it was better for me to push for everybody else than for me to push for myself. And you know, people pat you on the back, oh, you just have a good heart. You do your work so well. But in the back of your head, you keep saying, I know it got to be something better. But you keep then saying, but I tried. It didn't work. And you get stuck in that. Every time you make the decision, you get stuck in that. But you have to look past the failure part of it. And you have to get to the part of, you know something? There's some winning in this. There are some outcomes. And one of the things that I started doing was changing my mindset. I started constantly saying, you know something? I'm going to win. I constantly kept saying that winning was a part of me. I constantly started saying that the outcome that I was focusing on was going to be greater for me. I started calling and manifesting greater in my life. I started relying on God even more. I started talking to God and I started telling God, I want you to be a part of my business. I want your hands in it, because if your hands in it, it won't mess up. If you're walking with me, it will scribe. It will succeed. And I don't want to do this just in me. I want to make sure that I'm abiding in you when I do it, because if I'm abiding in you, you're going to give me everything that I need to ensure that it's going to work. And because I started changing my mindset, because I decided to do all of this, I launched out in January. No, this was December 31st is when I first hit the record button. And I actually made my first video that I posted on TikTok. And when I posted that video, I had people that I never knew that was looking at anything of mine started reaching out to me and saying, oh my God, that encouraged me. Oh my God, you have all of this in you and you're just sitting on it. It was my first video and it was just a motivational video. And it was the one that actually got the highest views. And from then, I was then challenged to do the 30-day YouTube challenge. And I said, oh well, let me try that. But it took one initial push to push me greater, to make me say, okay, I could do this. Okay, yeah, I can see this. It's almost like this. You will take the time, and I saw somebody else, a script out there, you will watch, and because I've done it before, a Netflix series. You will sit there and watch it. At the beginning, it does not catch your attention. You're like, yeah, I don't really want to do this. But because somebody tells you it gets better, you keep watching it. What if you took that same motivation? What if you take that same notion and you do it for you, because you realize, if I keep going, it's going to get better. If I keep pursuing, it's going to get better. But if I stay where I am, I'm going to get the same results. What if we put 100% into us as we put into everything else? What if you took that time that you put in Netflix into you, and you could see the results of how it will work for you? I had to overcome failure. I had to overcome what if it didn't work this time. I had to overcome that. Overcoming that meant that there was a community around me. There were like-minded people that was out trying to do the same exact thing. And when you got connected to them, they push you. And when they stopped pushing you, you had to still push yourself. But then it only take two people, one or two people, that would actually pat you on your back to keep going. And there was me and this other girl that we just, I commented on her videos, she commented on my videos. I mean, it started with everybody going back and forth with videos. But what happens if everybody that subscribes to you constantly go back to your video and they keep watching and commenting? YouTube will actually push you. But what we have is that everybody is so focused on building each individual that nobody, all right, well, I ain't gonna say nobody, because there are a few that will go back and watch. I don't always go back to every video, but I make sure I go back to videos for people that I know have supported me, because my thing is, you give support where support is valued. Give support back to people who are supporting you. And that's one thing, and the key point that I will tell you is that you have to do that. What is hope if you don't have a vision? You got to have a vision, because what are you hoping for if there is no vision to see the end of it? That is one of the things that I started focusing on and dwelling in, because I said, you know something? I've seen this work. I know it'll work. If it can work for this creator, it can work for me. And if it's working for them, I'm going to make sure it worked for me. So therefore, I come to make sure that I'm giving you value. I'm giving you the notion and the push to say, we all have fear. We all have that fear of what if it doesn't succeed. Every business has that. Every business start out with, most businesses give you a projection of a 5-year projection. That means they can start with 0, but they don't even know what the 5 years. This is what we're going to project. And it ain't promising it's going to happen. So I project that I'm going to be monetized on YouTube. Those are projections. I project that I'm going to have the 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to have the 4,000 watch hours. My channel is going to continue to grow. Those are projections. You have to have the same projections, but when you're having the projection, you have to have the hope and the faith and knowing, God, I trust you in this decision that I'm making. And because I trust you in this decision, it's going to work in my favor. And I just believe that you are going to be with me on this walk. I cannot take God out of the equation. And the more I put him in it, the more I see him work. The more I trust him, the more he keep letting doors open for me. And I believe that miracles will take place. That's where I am in this journey. I am a content creator over the age of 50. Yeah, I think I look good too. Yes, I believe it. Yes, give me my claps. Give me my claps. Yeah. Give me some hearts, bro. But I do believe, even at 50, but my next 50 years will be greater, because I made a decision to make the change that is going to help me. So Before December 31st, I purchased a done-for-you product because my focus was on starting a business again. The young lady that I purchased it from was faceless on TikTok. Now that I'm going back and look at her, she has now started showing her face. And the one thing she gave and I value is not everybody is going to be your customer, and you have to be good with that. Not everybody is going to purchase your product. Not everybody is going to purchase your product, and you have to be able to accept that fact. But the one thing you have to accept is that somebody is. Somebody is going to say, I know where she is because I've been there too. And I've been trying to figure out what to do. I know I need to do something, but I don't know what to do. Or I just been stuck in fear. And you needed somebody to come along and tell you, get over it. In the sense of, if I could do it, you could do it. And when you have somebody to push you, to tell you, I got over it, you could get over it, let's move, let's grow. Because fear is holding your wealth back. Fear is holding back your success. And when you start understanding that, and when you'll open yourself up to, I'm going to try it, I'm going to push. So when I did it, I got the items and I said, oh my God, it's so much in here. I paid way more than what I'm selling it for. And like I told you all, it really was on sale and it's about to go back up. After this week, it will increase. So if you're going to get it, you need to get it now. 7,500 done for you digital products that you can resell. It's on health awareness. That is one of the biggest niches out there. And you got it on scheduling for content creators. And we have a bunch of content creators that needs a schedule. That's out there. You have so many different things in this for women that are pregnant, a schedule for them to go by. You could read, all you got to do is redesign them and sell them. 7,500. You can sell them on Etsy, you can sell them on YouTube, you can sell them on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. There's so many platforms. Pinterest, Amazon. But we have stayed in fear so long that while in fear, you will believe that you cannot do it when you can actually do it. You can actually do this. And I'm here to cheer you on and say, get it done. When I bought that product, there was another product that came along that I got in another community. That community was DBA. DBA shows you so many things on how to market it, how to do this on TikTok, the hooks that you need to use, how to do it faceless, everything. And it's a community. Yes, I pay more, but I pay more because I believe in me. The people who do not buy do not believe in their self. I'm just going to be honest. You are still believing you won't win. That's the only reason why you will not purchase it. And why would I say that? You will spend $300 on a wig. You'll spend $300 to get your face beat. You'll spend $300 for the newest outfit that comes out, the pocketbook, all of this, but you won't spend $50 or $7, $200 on what makes you better to get money so you can then flip this money to keep an inheritance coming in. It ain't for you to get the money and just splurge. It's for you to set a foundation for your family to come behind you. This is for me. I did this because my thing is to leave a legacy to my children, that they won't have to go through the struggles I went through. I'm building the foundation to make it easy that all they have to do is keep going through it. I don't want to be out here constantly posting a video after a video. So you sell a product that sells for you and you don't constantly on YouTube repeatedly repost it and post it. You may post 2 times a week, because the digital product is still working for you, even if you don't post one video. That's the good thing about learning. I failed before, but now I'm winning. It was good that I failed because it wouldn't have it pushed me. It took a while, but it pushed me to succeed. I have another friend who worked in the same business I worked in, who started her business one time before. And her thing was, Miss Robinson, it didn't work. I said, go try it again. Now, I was giving her all this encouragement, and I've been giving people encouragement years after years. I was encouraging her, but I wasn't taking the same thing I was telling her from me. And she kept saying, you got too much knowledge. You got all of these abilities. You don't even need to be here. You need to be doing your own business. And I kept hearing people telling me this year after year after year after year. And I kept motivating other people and pushing other people. And guess what? She took the leap of faith and started her business and opened up 2 locations. And she's still growing. She's still growing. And when I look back on where I could have been by now, I can't beat nobody up but me, because I was delaying the process. They didn't delay me. I delayed me. So, what are you going to do? You are your delay, and you know you've been delaying you. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to now say, you know something? She's right. I've been saying I'm going to do this. I have said it over and over. I have looked at this and I did not move. When I started seeing sales come in, I got excited. And I was excited about my first sale. I ran to tell my daughter, I was like, I made a sale, I made a sale, I made a sale. And then when I woke up and realized I made sales while I was sleeping, I was like, oh, what? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then it hit me. But you took all this time. What would have happened had you started earlier? You would have been further along than what you are right now. So what am I saying to you? I'm telling you, stop delaying the process. Do what will help you and your family. Get into a product that you can sell over and over, that it will sell repeatedly, and you don't have to keep touching it. You don't have to keep hitting the record button, but you're working it out. That is my challenge to you. Take that challenge. Take the challenge for the next 30 days that you are going to be faithful in your decision. If you have not already, hit subscribe, hit share, and click on that notification so you will see me drop gems repeatedly. I'm here for the win, and I hope that you are too. Let's win. Let's get motivated, because we're on the winning side. And with God behind us, all things are possible. Be blessed.